Hey guys, it's your girl Risa coming to you this evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Y'all ready to come cook with me? Well, I already got started a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is what we're going to have for dinner tonight, okay? I'm making some mashed potatoes. And I am going to do some garlic green beans. And I am going to do French onion pork chops. So basically they are cooked in onions, garlic, thyme, chicken broth, a little bit of butter, and I'm going to use, it calls for flour, but Gayla don't like flour, so I'm going to use cornstarch, okay, and some white wine. Now, it did say the recipe that I'm following is off of Pinterest, and it did say that you can add cheese. I'm not going to add cheese, okay? So we're going to have that, and I'm going to also fry some pork chops for the rest of the family. I'm only going to use 4 pork chops in this the sauteed French onion green beans. French onion pork chops with the garlic green beans. So I have a handful of green beans here that I've already rinsed. I've got 8 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I've got 2 tablespoons of margarine, and I got a couple of tablespoons of butter. I have some dried thyme. It called for fresh thyme, but my store didn't have any fresh thyme, so I already had some dried thyme. And then I have 2 medium onions cut up right here. Okay, so I already have my pot of boiling water going for my potatoes. So we're going to let those cook. My house is loud, y'all. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to season my pork chops with just salt and a little bit of black pepper, okay? Nothing more. You don't need all of that. Let me see, can I pan y'all down without you falling? Hold on. So that y'all can kind of sort of see what I'm doing. Okay. So here's my pot of boiling potatoes. I season them with some salt. So we're going to let those get really, really soft. So here are my pork chops. I have 10 pork chops on this aluminum foil. And y'all know this side of my stove over here don't work. So hey, we're going to utilize that bad boy the best way we can. So we just spread these out. Okay. We got that. Okay. Just a little bit of salt on both sides. Okay. I'm going to sprinkle some black pepper. Just a little bit of black pepper. And we're going to let these sit a few minutes until my potatoes are done. Just a little bit of black pepper. Okay. And I'm going to add just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Okay. Y'all know we use cayenne pepper pretty much in just about everything. Just a little bit. Okay. Just a hint. Now I'm going to flip these over. I know some of you are concerned about me using aluminum pans to cook in. Y'all look, I'm going to have to say my prayers on everything. Everything on planet Earth can give you the cooties, okay? Everything. I'm going to make do right now. Child, if I start glowing in the dark, I'll just be somebody's nightlight, okay? We're going to keep on pushing. A little bit of salt. Okay. A little cayenne. Okay. little bit of pepper. Okay, there we go. Easy breezy. Now let me test my potatoes. The fork is going in, but they still need to cook a little bit more because I like them. I don't like, now see, that one was real easy. No resistance. That one's easy. That one's easy. We're going to give them about 5 more minutes because some of them are still a little tough. I want these mashed potatoes to be creamy. Okay? Very, very creamy. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we got that. Let me get my dish right. Okay. Okay. So let me get set up to drain my potatoes and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. So I just put my pan on the stove and the eye was already hot, but I turned it down a little bit. I got my other eye back here going. This is my pan and my eye. This is my small eye. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this to fry some of my pork chops. So as soon as I am done everything in this pot, I'm gonna put everything in the oven and then I will switch eyes like that. So trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, y'all. Trying to let it work for me. Okay, so I need some extra virgin olive oil. Okay. It said about 2 tablespoons. And because I want y'all to have, hold on a minute, I want y'all to have a good and peaceful night. I'm going to try to measure this thing, okay? So as far as extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons. I got a recipe that I'm following. So I got my tablespoon. We're going to put 2 tablespoons in here. 1, 2. Now it said 2 tablespoons. I'm not a total fan of the way olive oil tastes, so I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil, okay? So I'm being hard-headed. I added 3, okay? So we got that. Now, what goes in here now is my onions, okay? I'm gonna turn it down because you don't wanna, you wanna brown these. You don't wanna fry them, okay? I'm breaking them up. Now y'all want to pop me. A little bit of skin. Okay. So now this is going to take a few minutes to do what I needed to do. Let me see, can I angle y'all down a little bit more without you passing out? Oops, see, there it is. We're going to have to come back up a little bit. Hold on. We're going to have to leave y'all just like that. Till I can find me another. I'm going to have to order me 2 more tripod pieces off of Amazon. Okay. And we're supposed to add some butter. It says 6 tablespoons. So I have 4 right here. And then add a little bit right here. Okay. So while this is doing what it's doing, I'm going to see if my pan is hot enough for me. Now see, I have some more, this is like a butter substitute, and I have 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add a little bit of this garlic. And I'm going to save some of my garlic for my garlic green beans. I don't need a lot of that. But we're going to let this come together. Okay. We got that. Okay. Over here, I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil. Okay. And I'm going to start browning these. I'm not trying to cook them all the way through. We just want to get some color on both sides. So, there we go. And these 4 are going to go in here. I may use more than 4 because I have some extra pork chops. Okay. We got these. These are going to be fried. Okay. So once I get these all caramelized and I'm ready to put this over in here, I will come back. You want to help me with this? Just hold the bottle while I press down. Sit it like that.
You got to snatch it out of there. There you go. You got it, girl.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Smells good.
Yeah. Corey, you need a treatment? Galen, is the 45 minutes up? My 45 minutes, I told you the time.
It's up right now.
Okay.
It's up, yeah. Yeah.
No. I'm heating up now. Okay guys, I am back. So my onions and my mushrooms are cooking. I am going to add my white wine.
What you needed, baby?
And I was gonna mix up my potatoes, but I'll get it in a few minutes. And I'm gonna let this just cook. Okay? I'm gonna let this cook for about another 5 minutes so that my mushrooms can cook down some more. I can smell the wine, and it called for a 1/3 cup of wine, and so that's what I just added in this dry white wine. Also, it calls for some cornstarch. It actually called for flour, but I'm going to use cornstarch. Okay, so let me get my cornstarch. I'll be right back. Okay, so it calls for 2 tablespoons of flour. So I'm going to add some cornstarch to this. One, 2, okay? We're going to let this come together. Okay. It also calls for some chicken broth, okay? And I have some classic chicken broth here. And I'm going to add a cup of chicken broth. Okay. That's that chicken broth. And we're going to let this come back up to boil, the boiling point. Now, I did not let my onions brown, okay? But I cooked them nice and translucent and soft, okay? So while that's coming back to temperature, I am going to I'm going to add my thyme. I'm just going to add a little pinch of thyme. Okay, because, well, I'm going to do 2 pinches. I don't have any fresh thyme, so we're going to let that come to a boil. See, that's thickening back up. All right, so while that's going on, I'm going to get some flour. Get me a pan so I can flour my pork chops. We can go ahead and get those started. Here's my bowl. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Y'all see that mess? This is real life here. So I got 2 cups of flour. I don't need nobody running in this flour and getting it all over their feet and all through the house. Okay. Let me wash my hands. Some handling that broom. Okay. Now this is nice and brown. I like that. It's not too dark. Now I'm going to taste it. That needs some salt. But it's good. And I think I'm going to add a little more chicken broth to that. It's about a half a cup. Okay. Let this come back. Say, while that's coming to a boil, I'm gonna read y'all what I got. Okay, so it's 4 pork chops, salt and pepper. It says 2 tablespoons of flour. I use cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 6 tablespoons of butter. 2 yellow onions. 8 ounces of mushrooms. A 1/3 cup of white wine. Chicken or beef broth. Thyme. 1 sprig. And it calls for another tablespoon of flour, so that'll give you 3 tablespoons of flour. 2 to actually put in there, and I guess the other to flour your meat, okay? Which I did not do because I'm using cornstarch, okay? And it says 2 cloves of garlic, okay? So that's everything right there. I'm gonna taste it one more again. That's better. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so where I come from, my flour is not seasoned. So I'm gonna add a little salt to my flour. These are just fried pork chops right now. A little cayenne pepper, okay? And I'm gonna add a little, a little garlic pepper. You bumped the table. She bumped the table. Take it to her, mama. A little Caesar something. Go let mama see it. Okay? So we're gonna get this mixed up. Okay. Now, I am going to turn this off. I'm gonna put my pork chops back in here, and we're gonna finish them off in the oven. Okay. I'm gonna pour the juice in there. Okay. We're gonna spoon this over these pork chops. Yes, ma'am. Okay. There we go with that. Now, what I'm going to do, because I got my grease still heating up. Let me get my aluminum pan. I'm going to put this in the oven. Okay. Here are my aluminum pans. Because I don't want to put my pan in the oven. Okay. We're going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees. Okay, on bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, on cover. Now, I am going to I'm leaving my eye on because I'm going to get my pan and start my garlic green beans in a few minutes. So I'm going to leave this on low. Now, I got my pan for my pork chops. So, here we go. I'm going to turn it back up on high. We're going to go ahead and get these pork chops fried up. I know you can't see the entire pan. So we get 4 in at a time. Okay. So we got those in. I'm gonna go ahead and get these other ones seasoned up with a little bit of salt. Okay. A little bit of cayenne. We're going to flip these over. Now I tasted the sauce and y'all, my mind is wandering. I may add some chicken or turkey gravy to that in the oven. Y'all ever cook like that? Like you're doing something, but then you get this taste in your mouth, and it's telling you to add something else. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to take this bowl and put my pork chops in so I can make some space till I'm ready to fry them. Stack them on top of each other. Got that in the press. It goes. Pork chops. You get my way. And I will be back in just a few minutes, y'all. Okay guys, so what I did was I took it out of the oven and I added some cream chicken soup, some turkey gravy, some chicken gravy, and some beef gravy. We're gonna get this all mixed up, okay? This is what I got here. So I'm maneuvering this thing here. So we got all of that. This is gonna be good. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So now I'm gonna put it back in because it's only been in there about 5 minutes. So I'm going to put it back in and let it cook 2 more minutes. Alright, so let's flour up the rest of these pork chops. Turn my grease down some because it's getting extra hot. See how hot that grease get? Turn it down some. So we got that. Okay. So I'm going to sit this aside because I'm going to have to clean it up. Because I got to store all of that. So, now I'm going to get me a pan. Use the same pan, just wash it out. Okay, put it back here. And turn it like on medium high. I'm gonna give me some more unsalted butter. My whole house is full of flour. I had to throw these bad boys in the washing machine. So what we're going to do, I have some margarine and the garlic. And I'm going to put that in here. Okay. With that, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of real butter. I can find a knife. Okay. So we're going to let that start to melt. Let that melt. And here are my green beans. I don't know if anybody else gonna eat them, but I'm also gonna add some a little garlic salt and garlic powder to this, okay? To the green beans. gonna go ahead and let this cook about 5 more minutes. Because I don't want that garlic to be raw. Hey, thanks. Okay, so that's starting to cook. Now we're going to add these green beans in here. Okay. Now turn it down because we don't want to fry nothing. So we got those in there. Add a little bit of salt. Salt to taste. Okay. My garlic powder. And since I added salt, I may not add the garlic salt because that may be too much salt. So I'm going to mix this around. Okay. We're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. So while that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and turn this pork chops over. Woo! Burning my hand. Let me wash this off. Green beans. I think I'm going to add another handful and rinse them off. Add another handful of green beans. And these are the green beans I'm using. Okay. So I'm going to put a lid on this. If I can find it. Y'all get up from there. What messages? I have not heard. The phone has not rung. The phone has not rung. Wrong lid. Tell them the phone has not rung until then. What's then? Okay, guys. I am done here on my what they call French onion pork chops. I'm calling them smothered pork chops. In here is onion, garlic, mushrooms, pork chops, white wine, chicken gravy, beef gravy, cream chicken soup mix, salt, pepper, all of that good stuff. Okay. Yeah, the pork chops. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They down in there. Okay. And here are my garlic green beans, my mashed potatoes, our fried pork chops. Okay. There we go. So we are getting ready to, I am actually making some wild rice to go with this, but it's not done yet. I will take a picture and put it at the end. Thank you guys for watching. Hugs, kisses, and many blessings from my family to yours. Bye, Sugar.